Imagine spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on cutting-edge corporate AV equipment only to have your entire company network compromised. And why? Because someone left a smart scheduling panel connected to the primary Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's a massive security nightmare. But when you look at the sheer scale of the hardware we're diving into today, you see exactly how it happens. We've got a catalog here from HDTVSupply, and it is loaded with, well, over 2,000 different AV components.
Right. I mean, we're talking about huge 8K video walls and heavy-duty matrix switchers. Basically, the gear that decides exactly which video feed goes to which screen across an entire campus.
Welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is to rescue you from this avalanche of hardware and zero in on the one piece of equipment that brings order to the madness.
And that is the Atlona AT-VGW-HW-T1 Velocity Gateway.
Yes, the Atlona Gateway. Okay, let's unpack this. I mean, how does an IT tech manage all these separate screens and audio amps and scheduling panels without completely losing their mind? Well, let's face it, having 1,000 endpoints doesn't mean anything if your IT team is pulling their hair out trying to manage them. So the Atlona Gateway acts as the central brain of the operation.
Okay.
It installs right into a rack. It's a 1U enclosure. But what makes it special is how it totally shifts the paradigm of AV management. You can configure and deploy everything using just a web browser.
Yeah. And anyone who's dealt with legacy systems knows the pain there. You usually need this proprietary, hard-coded software, right? Like AMX or Crestron.
Oh, absolutely.
And a dedicated programmer just to make a projector talk to a microphone. But this gateway strips all that away. And you said it requires literally no programming.
Exactly, yeah, no programming. It uses a graphical drag-and-drop user interface.
Yeah.
So, you were visually mapping out the room's architecture instead of writing lines of code.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it fundamentally eliminates the need for all that complex legacy programming.
It's basically like handing a tech the ultimate plug-and-play universal remote. But, instead of just firing up your living room TV, it's lowering blinds and routing audio and switching camera feeds for a 500-person conference room.
That's a really good way to put it, yeah.
But wait, I have to push back a little here. If this entire expensive corporate facility is just controlled over a standard web browser interface, aren't you just serving up the building's control system to hackers on a silver platter?
Well, that is the exact vulnerability IT directors worry about. But what's fascinating here is the genius of the hardware's design. The Atlona Gateway is purposefully built with dual gigabit Ethernet ports.
Dual port. So it's essentially acting like a bouncer at a club, right?
Yeah, exactly like a bouncer.
Like it keeps the internet-facing AV devices out in the lobby, but then it guards the sensitive corporate data way back in the VIP room.
That is a great analogy. To get technical for a second, those two ports allow the gateway to use two separate network interface cards.
Or NICs, right?
Right, NICs. So it keeps the AV device local area network, all those screens and smart panels on one completely isolated subnet. And then the second port connects to your main corporate network.
Ah, okay. So it's not bridging the networks at all then?
No, not at all.
It's processing the control commands internally without ever letting the data packets from those two networks touch.
Spot on. I mean, it is strict network isolation.
Yep.
Even if a bad actor finds a vulnerability in, say, a smart touchscreen sitting in a random conference room somewhere.
Right, which happens.
Totally. But they physically cannot route their way through the gateway to access the company's private servers.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It means that in a world overflowing with thousands of complex AV components, you don't just need a management tool. You need a secure bridge.
Absolutely.
The Atlona Gateway takes what used to require a computer science degree to operate, makes it incredibly simple via a browser, and permanently locks the door between the AV hardware and your private data.
Yeah, and whether you're a tech manager overhauling a massive corporate campus or just someone trying to set up a smart room, understanding how to physically isolate secure networks from internet-connected devices is a vital modern skill.
It really is.
I mean, it is literally the difference between building a smart setup and building a safe setup.
Which leaves us with something important to mull over as we wrap up today. If highly specialized, expensive corporate AV gear requires a completely isolated network to keep the main system safe, what everyday smart devices in your own home or office are secretly posing a massive security risk on your primary Wi-Fi right now?